I'm not sure about you, but I had a really hard time figuring out how to space combat in Starfield. I think it's got to do with how different games have different ways of controlling spacecrafts. And for some reason, throughout when I was trying it for the first time, I pushed the left analog stick all the way forward while I was trying to turn left or right. And I was so pissed, I was so confused as to what's going on because the movement going up, down, left, right was taking so much more time. It was such a drag that I had to look up as to what's exactly going on. And that's when I figured what's the right way of doing this. There's something that even the game tells you. What you need to do is whenever you're trying to turn left or right, there is a best speed zone. If you look at the speedometer to the left, which tells you your current speed, you'll notice that right at the center of it, there is a white zone. Well, that's where if you keep your speed in that range and then you try to move left, right, up, or down, the movement would be much more smoother and faster. Once you have that nailed down, then space combat becomes so much easier. Now, that you got to do is make sure you're pointing at your enemy ship and then ensure that the ship is within the circle, and then slowly the game itself would actually lock onto it. And once you have locked onto an enemy, then every shot that you actually fire is going to hit the enemy, and you have to make sure that as it gets closer, you hit it with the missiles. And this makes sure that you do a lot of damage. And once the shield is down, you can continue hitting them with your bullets or the missiles, and it makes sure that it hits it every time, and the enemy ships are destroyed in no time. Another important aspect of space combat is A. So when you're playing with the controller, every time you hit A, it changes your target. So this makes sure that you know who you're going for, because essentially the arrow which is solid is the one that you're currently targeting, and you can actually move towards that arrow to actually find the enemy you want to target. Next part of the space combat is actually gathering the loot. So this is relatively simple. All you need to do is you have to make sure you're pointing right at the loot, and the ship would move towards it on its own. And at the point that the distance between the loot and your ship is 500, below 500, you get an option to actually pick up stuff, and then all you have to do is hit A, and that will take care of gathering the loot. Hope this tip actually helped you to understand this space combat better. I had a hard time figuring this one out. I'm not sure why, probably it's been a while since I've played a space combat game, but these few tricks that I just mentioned really helped me a lot, and hope it helps you too. So do drop a comment and let me know how you're finding Starfield so far. I just started playing this game a couple of days back. I've been really busy with Baldur's Gate lately, and that's the game of choice that I have. But I thought that now that Starfield is out, maybe I can spend some time playing that too. So far, I am liking the game, but it's just been about an hour or so. So let's see how it treats me going forward. For everything Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, and RPG, please hit the subscribe button. And in case this video helped you at all, then do hit that like button. It helps me a lot. Hope to catch you in my next video.